Double XP just went live here in Black Ops 6, and you know I got you guys covered with the top 5 meta loadouts to use. I will be going over both 5 and 8 attachment class setups. Let's get into it. For class setup number 1, we're taking a look at the XM4, one of the most consistent assault rifles here in Black Ops 6 as well as Warzone. Now, for the optic, I personally like to go ahead and put on the V Reflex, but in all reality, you can put on the Kepler Microflex. Both of these options are fantastic, incredibly easy to use at any and all ranges. Now for the muzzle, the suppressor is going to be the best choice, keeping you off the mini-map with firing. The XM4, when built properly, has a very low recoil pattern. Now for the barrel, we are going to be utilizing the reinforced barrel to improve both damage range as well as bullet velocity, so we can get a very fast and consistent time to kill. Very important attachment. For the underbarrel, we are going to be utilizing the Ranger foregrip. This is going to take advantage of not only horizontal recoil control, but sprinting movement speed as well, so we can get in their spawn and destroy. Obviously, we can tip out very easily at longer range with this class setup, so this is going to be overall a 2-for-1 combo. For the magazine, we're going to be bumping up the capacity from 30 to 45 with the help of the extended Mag 1 option. Very nice on the XM4, offering 0 cons, just the way I like it. For the rear grip, we are going to be utilizing the Commando grip. This is a fantastic attachment on every single assault rifle here in Black Ops 6, taking advantage of aim down sight speed as well as sprint to fire speed. You're going to be dominating at those medium ranges with this attachment. For the stock, we are going to be removing all recoil with the XM4 with the help of the buffer weight stock. This is a massive W, improving more vertical as well as horizontal recoil control. You're going to see in the firing range, this weapon has 0 recoil with this attachment. And then finally, for the last attachment for this 8 attachment class setup, we are going to be utilizing the recoil springs to completely smooth out the recoil pattern with improved horizontal recoil control and vertical recoil control. A massive W, because once you go ahead and build this 8 attachment class setup, you're going to see in the firing range, we have a setup that's going to be amazing. We have a respectable sprint out speed, ADS, as well as 0 recoil. This is going to be a fantastic class setup if you're looking to sit back and pick people off no matter where they are on the map. Now, if you do not want to run a gunfighter setup with 8 attachments, what you are going to do is remove the recoil springs. We're going to be swapping out the buffer weight stock for the balance stock. We're going to be removing the extended Mag 1 option. We're going to be swapping the Ranger foregrip for the vertical foregrip. And we are also going to go ahead and take away the suppressor. We're going to be having a loud and proud XM4 setup here. You guys can see here we're going to have respectable sprint out, ADS, and we're still going to have a very controllable recoil pattern, and we're going to have that mid-range capability locked in as well with this class setup. Overall, a great build. Now, if you still want to be suppressed while rocking the XM4 with a 5 attachment class setup, what you're going to do is remove the balance stock, and we're going to go ahead and put on the suppressor. It's still going to be a rock solid class setup at those medium as well as closer ranges, but obviously you can't go full auto as easy across the map, but it is still going to be a really nice class setup. So if you want to run more perks or streaks, this is definitely the XM4 setup to take a look at here in Black Ops 6 as well as Warzone. And by the way, if you need help leveling up your weapons, U4GM has you covered. They offer services such as max leveling all of your weapons, as well as unlocking camo challenges all the way up to Dark Matter. They even have COD points gift packs that you can give to your friends. So for cheap, reliable, and fast Black Ops 6 services on all platforms, use code EARS to save 5% off. Link is at the top of the description. For class setup number 2, we're taking a look at the PP919. I have a few class setups with the submachine gun that are dominant. A bunch of 7 attachment class setups as well as 5 attachment class setups. Now, the optic is not necessary on the submachine gun. The iron sights are too clean to mess up, but if you want to run an optic, I do recommend running the Kepler Microflex because it's going to be very clean, easy to use, and kind of a minor, slight upgrade over the iron sights. For the muzzle, we are going to be utilizing a suppressor for the gunfighter build, keeping us off the radar. For the barrel, in order for the PP919 to have a fast and consistent time to kill, we are utilizing the long barrel, which is going to be bumping up the damage range. Now, for the magazine, we are going to be utilizing the extended mag 1 option. We're going to be taking it up to 85 rounds. We can wipe out the entire team without reloading. I was able to actually drop a watchdog with only 1 magazine with the PP919, which is crazy. So 85 is great if you're trying to get in their spawn and go nuts. For the rear grip on all submachine guns, the ergonomic grip is a great choice, improving more aim down sight speed, dive to fire speed, as well as slide to fire speed. Run it. Now, for the stock, we are going to be utilizing the balance stock. This is a great choice on the PP919 for more aim walking movement speed altogether, hip fire movement speed, and strafing movement speed. A massive W, allowing you to dominate at those mid ranges. Now for the laser, this is going to be a really nice attachment to equip the target laser, because we're going to remove all aim auto sway, and we're also going to be improving our aim walking steadiness, making the PP919 a lot easier to use at those longer ranges. And then finally, for the last attachment, we are running rapid fire, which is a massive W, increasing that fire rate, giving us a faster time to kill. Once you go ahead and build the 7 attachment class setup, you're going to be very happy, because we are going to have an 85 round submachine gun that has great handling and overall low recoil. This is going to be a nice build if you're trying to make this submachine gun as overpowered as possible. Now, if you only want to run a 5 attachment setup, what you are going to do is remove the target laser, and we're also going to go ahead and remove the setup. This is going to be one of the versions you can actually check out with the PP919 if you are looking for a loud and proud class setup. You are going to be on the radar, and it's not going to be as easy to use at longer ranges, but you do have the capability of going ahead and rocking more perks or more streaks. So this is actually going to be a quite effective class setup. Now, another build you can run if you want to be suppressed is you want to remove the extended mag 1 option and go ahead and put the suppressor back on. You're going to have 64, which honestly is plenty, but you are going to have overall a solid class setup. You cannot go wrong with the submachine gun. Definitely one of the best if we're talking about sheer capability of running and gunning and dominating here in Black Ops 6 and Warzone. For class setup number 3, we're taking a look at the AMES 85, the good old AMES, a no recoil laser beam. For the optic, we are utilizing the reflex. You can't go wrong with this. For the muzzle, we are utilizing the suppressor, keeping us off the radar. For the barrel, we're going to be rocking the reinforced barrel, a fast and consistent time to kill with improved damage range and bullet velocity. For the underbarrel, we are running the vertical foregrip to smooth out the recoil pattern and remove all of that horizontal wobble this weapon does have, the very little it has. For the magazine, extended mag 2 is a great choice, upping up the capacity up to 60. For the rear grip, just like on all ARs, we are going to be utilizing the commando grip, bumping up more aim down sight speed and sprint to fire speed. For the stock, we are going to be utilizing the combat stock here, moving all flinch and giving us aim walking movement speed. When a gun has no recoil, we don't want to have flinch to throw off our control. Now, for the last attachment, we are running a fire mod, and the recoil springs are also a great choice to remove any and all horizontal and vertical recoil that this weapon might still have. Once you go ahead and build this 8 attachment class setup, you're going to be very happy, because we do have an assault rifle that has really fast handling with an extended mag 2 option and no recoil. This is going to be one of the best assault rifles in the entire game if you're trying to straight piss people off and outgun them across the map. Now, for a nice 5 attachment setup, we are going to remove the recoil springs, we are going to go ahead and remove the vertical foregrip, and we are going to go ahead and remove the combat stock. We're just going to run a 5 attachment class setup here, and it's overall still going to be accurate. It's not going to be as accurate, but again, it's the AMES 85. It's still accurate. Definitely one of the best assault rifles to rock, and the best part about this class setup is we still have the capability of rocking more perks or more streaks. A massive W. For class setup number 4, we're taking a look at everybody's favorite SMG, the JACKAL PDW. Overall, one of the best weapons to use in the entire game, especially if you have to pull it out to play against other 6-man parties. We don't need to run an optic. The iron sights are amazing. For the muzzle, we are going to rock the suppressor, keeping us off the mini-map when firing. I will showcase another build that's not utilizing the suppressor for a 5 attachment setup. For the barrel, we must run the long barrel, giving us the fastest time to kill with that improved damage range. A very important attachment. For the underbarrel, we are going to be rocking the Ranger foregrip. This is nice, giving us both horizontal recoil control, and sprinting movement speed. Massive W when you are trying to get in their spawn and cause some problems. For the magazine, we're going to be utilizing the extended mag 2 option, giving us a very healthy 50 rounds with this SMG. For the rear grip, I highly recommend running the ergonomic grip. This is a great attachment, taking this weapon next level at those close and medium ranges with improved aim down sight speed, dive to fire speed, and slide to fire speed. Run it. Now, for the stock, we absolutely are going to run the balance stock. This is incredible on the Tanto 22. You're going to see in the firing range Y, we have improved strafing movement speed, hip fire movement speed altogether, and aim walking movement speed. We're going to be gliding across the map with this. For the laser, definitely equip the target laser, removing all of that aim idle sway, and we're also going to bump up our aim walking steadiness. And then finally, for the last attachment, we are running a fire mod, and recoil springs are mandatory, removing the remaining horizontal recoil and vertical recoil this weapon does have. Once you go ahead and build this class setup, you're gonna be very happy because we do have a submachine gun that's gonna be nasty. Great handling, ADS is quick, aim walking speed is even better. You guys can see here we do have a controllable submachine gun at those medium ranges as well, something that we can use and absolutely dominate. Now, if you do not want to run a gunfighter setup, feel free to go ahead and remove the recoil springs, the target laser. We're going to remove the extended mag 2, and we're going to replace the suppressor with the ported compensator. This is going to be a good attachment to remove a lot of that first shot recoil control. And as you guys can see here, we are still going to have great handling, and we are going to have a controllable recoil pattern with only running 5 attachments. Overall, a great setup to check out with the submachine gun if you are trying to dominate. Now, if you don't mind the little recoil this weapon does have, you can actually remove the ported compensator and put the suppressor back on, but it is going to require some recoil control at those longer ranges. So definitely go ahead and keep that into account. In all reality, I like to rock the suppressor with the 5 attachment build because I like to run more perks or run more streaks, but the 8 attachment setup definitely kicks ass as well. And finally, for class setup number 5, we're taking a look at the SAUG, specifically the MAC 10 loadout, which is nasty. Check this out. No need to run an optic. The iron sights are amazing. For the muzzle, we must run the suppressor, keeping us off the radar. For the barrel, we are 100% running the long barrel. This is a massive W, giving us more damage range, so we can get the fastest time to kill possible. For the underbarrel, the vertical foregrip is mandatory to improve that horizontal recoil control. This is going to give us the maximum control, so this weapon is usable at those longer ranges. For the magazine, we are going to run the extended mag 1 option, giving us a healthy 45 rounds. This is not going to impact your handling, especially when we're talking about aim down sight or sprint to fire speed, which is a massive W. For the rear grip, I highly recommend putting on the ergonomic grip. This is going to be helping us a lot at those close ranges with that improved aim down sight speed, dive to fire speed, and slide to fire speed. Absolutely important on the submachine gun. For the stock, definitely check out the infiltrator stock. We're going to have a crazy fast aim walking movement speed. You're going to love it on the MAC 10 version. Now, for the laser, on all SMGs, we are going to be rocking that target laser, removing a lot of that aim auto sway, and also bumping up that steadiness so we can go ahead and laser people across the map. And then finally, for the fire mod, we are going to rock the recoil springs, which are a massive W, going ahead and taking care of a lot of that annoying horizontal recoil and vertical recoil this weapon does have. Once you go ahead and build this disgusting 8 attachment class setup, you're gonna be very happy because we do have a build that has fantastic handling. I mean, look at how fast this aim walking speed is, and we do have a very accurate submachine gun as well. One of my favorite weapons to use in the entire game. You guys are gonna be cooking, absolutely cooking with the SAUG X MAC 10 setup. Now, if you only want to run a 5 attachment class setup, which honestly I don't recommend with the MAC 10, I do recommend going ahead and removing the recoil springs or taking off the target laser. We are going to go ahead and remove the extended mag 1 option, and we're going to have a very bare bones class setup. It is still going to be good and usable, but at the same time, this weapon is going to be so much better with the 8 attachment setup, and honestly, it just feels wrong running a 5 attachment MAC 10 SAUG, but in all reality, you can't go wrong with it. Now, after going ahead and taking a look at all 5 of these class setups, let me know down in the comment section which one is your favorite. Definitely check these out here in multiplayer and Warzone if you're looking to dominate. Now, for the remainder of the setups, I do go ahead and rock the Sierra 9mm on all of my class setups. It's a great specialty weapon to go ahead and fall back on. It acts just like a submachine gun, which is a massive W. And I also go ahead and run the knife, the stem shot, the blast trap, the assault pack, because I don't run scavenger, and I absolutely run flak jacket. It's necessary. Grenades are crazy spammed in this COD. Dispatcher to get my UAVs, my counter UAVs, and my harps faster, and bankroll to get my watchdog helo faster. And if I'm not running an 8 attachment class setup, what I am going to be doing is putting on high roller, which is going to be allowing me to run more than 3 streaks. So I like to run UAV, counter UAV, watchdog helo, as well as the harp. Amazing to get score, kills, and drop nukes. And also, if you want to run more perks, what you can do is go all the way to the bottom, and you're going to want to put on Gearhead, which is going to allow you to get your field upgrades faster, which is a W, because they're not running scavenger. And it's also going to unlock strategist, which is going to give you more score when playing the OBJ. So you're going to be getting more streaks, more kills, and potentially a nuke. Let me know down in the comment section what you guys think of these class setups, and if you guys enjoy, feel free, drop a like on the vid, subscribe to the channel, turn on those post notifications. It's been your boy Ears, and I'm gonna catch you guys in the next one. Deuces.